for that. Um, Hello? Mic test. Mic test. One. Mic test. One, two. Okay, guys. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Right? Huh. Yeah. Okay, so I'm still going through a lot of this live streaming thing. I'm not that kind of used to this yet, technically. Yeah. But today's topic would be about what I would like to share with you is my spiritual journey. Yes, because my spiritual side is something that has been very much contested on. Yes, because because yes, I am born Catholic, but my beliefs ex or what I adhere to isn't really all that Catholic because I am a philosophy graduate. Yes. Of course, in the Philippines, being in philosophy means being a what you call this? Being a sorry again. Being uh a writer, researcher, or even a lawyer, a priest, right? But because there is what you call a there is what you call such a thing as Eastern philosophies, and they're really more into the hardcore belief system, like their religion, their spirituality there. And somehow, although at the beginning I took philosophy because I wanted to be a lawyer, but that somehow stick with me, and it impacted my entire life. Actually, it impacted even before I took up philosophy, and that was like from the time that I was born until I turned 18 years old. Before I took that up in college, yeah. So that's what I'm gonna talk about today, and you could tune in again tomorrow. Yes, this will be an everyday series until I get to the present. Yes, of course. So, anyway, let's start off.
Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention to me. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention to me.
All right. Okay, so I'm still getting the knack of this V8 sound card. Yes. Okay, guys. So, oops, sorry again. So, I would like to acknowledge, yes, that we are actually all spiritual beings. In some capacity, we we have these, God feels. We there our body and our mind wouldn't what you call this wouldn't ever betray us. Yes. Um I mean, towards the end of my what you call this my all these things that I'm going to talk about, that's going to come out. And so, but you know what the problem is? Uh, in as much as it is hard to believe ourselves, sometimes because of our attachment with other people we think we need in our lives. Yes. Sorry about that again. We tend to not listen to this gut feel. Okay. So this is my story, and so here we go. So okay, I was born on December 10th, 1986, and my ascendant is Sagittarius. Yes, but my moon sign is Aries, and they're all fire signs actually in my list. And but I was born, and even my mom when she gave birth to me, we both had seizures, or I had seizures, and my mom had high fever. Yeah. So my body was, really nervous at a nervous state coming out into the world. I don't know if that's some sort of karma or what, but anyway, that's it. So, um, I was at a young age, yes, because I think my because I was very much sickly and I was always alone. Always in the hospital. Uh, it's just that I have what you call this? I have I've been used to being alone, and maybe because I am alone, there's no distractions. At a young age, somehow my spirituality developed. I'm not saying I'm very religious at that time. No, what I mean is that my senses, my spiritual senses, is like very much active at a young age. Yeah. Actually, before I used to, like, yes, I could bend metal things. Yeah, like, the spoon and the fork, I could bend. And I could even stop things from falling down with just a touch of my hand. Yes, I could do that. So, uh, you know what? I've been always open with my mom and my dad about this because to me it's a part of me, and because I've never been closed off about people, about who I am with people. I want to be honest all the time. Yes, and as much as I expect people to be honest with me, hmm that's true. So you could see that I'm set up for failure in part of my journey. But okay, so as not to spoil the thing, yes, that was me. My parents, of course, they did try to be supportive, although sometimes there are because my parents what you call this accepted it. I've been telling everybody really, and I do not care if they're my friend or not. I just want to be honest to everyone. You know who I am. This is me. Blah blah blah. But really, I had a tough time. Yes. So actually, as a kid, what I saw were more of what you call this, more of spirits. Yes, ghosts. And I of course I felt afraid, but with the with what my mom is telling me that my Lola used to have that. Lola meaning Lola Telly meaning my dad's mom. Yes, has that power, and that I'm not the only one in the family. At least in my dad's side, having this condition. It's like it's kind of acceptable with at least in my dad's side because along with my cousins, they also feel that way or they also could see spirits. Particularly, I am referring to cat, yeah, or ting ting, yeah. Who's my cousin because my dad and her dad are brothers. Yes. And later on, towards the end, it's going to be significant. Yeah, but that's like the start of all these. So, yep. Um. So, because it was accepted, or it's natural, at least within my family, that it's not only me. I feel that it's normal, and that um so as my age progressed, yes, I was even a minor then, but I could already read people's emotions. I could I'd like to clarify though that not all people like me are clairvoyant, as in see, because my sense is more of hearing and feeling. Yes. So actually, hearing it could be attributed to music. That's why I love music. Yeah, I make music. Mhm. And feeling, that that's where actually being an empath comes in. Yeah, and and I'm able to heal. I mean, I'm not yet trained, but the capacity or the possibility is in me. Um, so yes, I've read tarot cards before, but that's for a later episode. Yes, so just this is gonna be like the overview, and particularly the time era that shows up in the title and description for this blog. So, going back, you're I've been because I could read minds. Yes, I could hear what I do not even want to hear. Sometimes it was an issue for me to trust people, or for me, I wanted to trust people, but it was hard that they're showing something on the outside, but I could actually read their minds. You know what I mean? That sometimes it even comes to a point that if a guy likes me and I could really feel that he likes me, but he's showing otherwise, I'm just gonna walk straight up to him and say, you know what? I know you like me, so let's just get it on. And I know it sucks. So it's not. I'm not proud of that, but you know what, guys? Because of my intuition, I mean, I was unguided for the start of this journey. So yeah, failed relationships, bound ahead. And it's just the beginning, okay? So you could expect more of these uh what you call this, more of these information or details in the upcoming episodes. So yes, and even with friends, I had the hard time because I really want to believe them. It's just that my intuition's getting in the way. In that I feel that they are not being real to me, but I wanted to help them. Yes, it's just that um, in helping them, I'm the one who's. It's like, why can I not help uh someone, and then we there's no one's gonna be the losing end, in the losing end, but really, and what always happens is that I'm always at the losing end. And to help, is that is that the price of helping? To to be on the losing end, and that was just really tough, and it became a pattern until, well, now. But yes, those were the things that I from the beginning I have been experiencing already. Yes. So, um, there were a lot of. So I also have best friend, imaginary best friend. Yes. Her name is Cons, and she said she looks like me. Yeah. And but this best friend, in the medical field of psychiatry, is alluded to as like a psycho. What you call this? Alluded to as something as like a psychopath, a psychopathy trait. Yeah. So, um, when I was 14, I was told to be more religious so that I wouldn't, what you call this? I wouldn't get to talk to this friend of mine who they say is making me bad. Yeah. So the onset of this is that mental illnesses, you should deal with them by religion, by being close to God, right up in there. Um, okay, and then later on in my journey, you're gonna what you call this? You're gonna learn that it's gonna be an impact on me. Yeah, that the thing that they said. So aside from that, I was already in high school when because that's when I was diagnosed for mild depression. Yeah, and then there was also this principal because I was depressed. I wasn't doing good at school, so I failed, and I was in assumption college at that time, and I went to DLC or Distance Learning Center of ABS-CBN. And then I remember that um there was this. I was so mad. Yes, I was really really mad, and I told my what you call this, my classmates that alam nyo, uulan, tatamaan kayo ng kidlat, something like that. And then one of my class, and then it really came true. Like, it was really sunny, and then that there was dark clouds, and then one of the person that I was saying to somehow saying that to somehow, a lightning almost struck him, and they got scared. Yeah, and then they told my mom that and then they told me that my mom is actually with a mangkukulam. Yeah, or someone who does spells which are for the detriment of other people. Yeah. So sorceress, yeah, that's the term in English. So I actually had this very big force in me that I was able to carry the chair. Well, the chair is lightweight, but with full force, I was able to hit the guy, and all my classmates were just really shocked. Yeah, because for the longest time, they were bullying on me because I was new, because I transferred from Assumption College, and I was a repeater of second year high school. Yes, I'm not gonna what you call this? I'm not gonna I am not gonna hide that anymore or be ashamed of that anymore. Okay? Yes. So that happened, and then um then suddenly I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad person. I'm the bad guy. Yeah. I was first told by my I was first confided with by my what you call this, the advisor, and that and then it's like my problem that everyone's uh afraid of me now. They're the ones who's been bullying me up, making me like a doormat of negativity, right? And now everyone's and that's my problem. See, and then there's this person. The principal also talked to me in front of my mom that saying or that I should keep my third eye, or I should not be what you call this, out saying that it out loud to everyone because it's unacceptable, or I'm just gonna be hurt. And that, my friends, is setting me up on my biggest challenges in one of in the latter part episode. Yeah. So that was told to me, and I was like, I guess I was 15 or 16. Yeah. Mhm. So yeah. Okay. So yeah. 16 then. But aside from normal school life, I was also very much active because uh I was already dealing with my scoliosis. At age 13, I was so overweight, I couldn't stand up, my back hurt, so I needed to lose weight. Yes. And so I enrolled in the gym. And I would say that from the time that I enrolled in the gym, my whole high school life, my teenage life, there's this person, yes, this person who's, forever, like, immemorial. What you call this? There with me. Yes. Who's it's been a so much special part of my life actually up until now. But we were just but in some ways in latter episodes we just parted ways because it was too much because of what other people has been doing with us like that. But I would say that with all these with everything that I have been going through um in high school, somehow joining his class because he's a Rubik's teacher. Yeah. Somehow, when you're moving, somehow it helped me. Uh, and it also helped my visions, my feelings to be cleared. Yeah, dancing helps. Of course, yoga too. But for me, at that time, I was young. I wanted to dance. I wanted it fast. you know. Yeah. So, now, and of course, even though I was already, I mean, I already got my ideal weight. Yeah, because I lost weight. I was still very much insecure. Yes. Um, I don't know, but forever inauthenticity in a person makes me allergic. Yes. It's such an allergy that I think is much more worse than eczema on me. The effect on me is much more worse than eczema. Yes. So if you're an inauthentic person, please stay out of my way. Yeah. The whole time, even I was allergic to them, I really know that they're just not being true. But you know what, guys? I am very or I was very much what you call this? Very much insecure towards them. It's like, why is it that I am the one who's being very much authentic, being truthful, and and then I expect other people to do the same with me. But why is it that these inauthentic people seem to be the one who's gaining friends, right? They seem to be the one who's winning, and they're like able to shrug off the things that I normally couldn't accept, right, or go through, something like that. And it was a struggle for me to have my own realizations in towards the end. I mean, in I'll discuss that in the latter what you call this chapters or the latter episodes of this live stream episode of this live stream uh topic. Yeah. But for now, that was really my insecurity. hmm Like this girl, Karen Villanueva. Yeah. Uh, why is it that Mark Dungo is much friendlier to her than to me? Well, in fact, it's very much, very much obvious that Karen Villanueva is a flirt. She doesn't concern herself what you call this she doesn't have sincere concern for Mark. Well, I am the one who has really, like, a very much concern for the guy. Then why does he keep away from me? Something like that. It really made me so insecure. Okay? So let's just leave it at that for a time, because um it's only what you call this it's only a little later, yeah, a little the latter part of my life that I have had a closure on that. Okay. So now let's move on to the death of my lolo. Yes. So my lolo, Leo, I've been very close to him because when my dad was at war, he's my father figure. Because we are a family, both sides are a family of military. Yes. And I was raised by men, yes, and not women. So that is why the boyish in me, it's really there, right? And these men, my my lolo, I would say he's a strong man, yes. But however, the other male characters, I would say, or Yeah, or in my family seem to be dragged into by women who are really weak but show narcissistic what you call this narcissistic tendencies. Yeah, but that's for a latter part. But hey, welcome to my family. That's an overview now. All right. So, um, back to my lolo. My lolo, um, was really the one I really look up to him. Yes. And I really idolize him. Yeah, it's true. And he had one wish, which is that my family, uh, me, my mom, and my dad would live here. Yeah, but we had I and my mom have differences with my lola. Yes, so we don't want to live here. And actually, he even bought us a house in Laguna, but eventually we sold it because man, oh yeah, that Laguna house. There's a lot of entities there, and yeah, I experienced a lot. You like a chopped hand, just running around, and then there's this red lady. Yeah, and I even dreamt of Cherry Hill mhm, at that time. So that was really, really very much, my part of my early awakening. I would say of spirituality, but that's not the end all and be all. It's just like the tip of the iceberg, and there's really much more into it that we're gonna talk about in the coming episode. So my lolo was always wanting to see me every Sunday, but I was very much focused with my studies. Yes, I would say. I was very much determined or, to succeed. Yeah. However, one there the call came that my lolo was rushed to the hospital. Mhm. And then in the car while we were driving towards the hospital because we lived in Pasig, and then this of course this house is in QZ, and lolo was rushed in heart center. Yeah. So my lolo was rushed there, and while I was in the car on the way to the hospital that was driving, all the memories of me and my lolo, you know, just flashed through my head, and I felt really that oh my gosh, lolo must be dead. And then after a minute, my mom had a phone call. It was my tita, her sister, that lolo's gone. So actually, we actually we reached the hospital, and then we were looking for the room. But my dad said, "Wait, there's Lolo." And then, but only my dad saw the figure that looked like my Lolo, but actually there was none. So we we actually just saw Lolo already on the hospital bed. Yes, and lifeless. And my Lola was saying like, yeah, my Lola was really crying, and that he was really, because she's a doctor. She was really pushing everyone, to what you call this, the heart, yeah, to do that pumping of the heart again and again because she wants to believe my Lola will be revived. And then right then and there, I was just shocked. I didn't expect it to be real, and I just didn't know what to do. But you know what? My lolo was always, I believe it was my lolo because my lolo loves the color red, and he also loves, you know wearing sandal. So there was this old man who's always passing when we were at the morgue. Yes. And also at the gym there was this mysterious old man who's always talking to me, and that seems like my lolo. Yeah. That was before my lolo was buried, or the yeah, buried, right? So, uh, what you call this? Um, Actually, the mystery of my lolo's death is that there was no autopsy. Yes. Uh, we it was hard to believe that just because my lolo choked, he died. Yes. It was hard for me to believe that because I just don't buy that, you know? Because my lola's a doctor, she should know the Heimlich. When someone's choking, you push. I mean, sorry, you push the abdomen so that the food that's stuck gonna come out. But why it didn't happen? And so I was having dreams. I was really having restless dreams that I believe my lolo was murdered. Yes, and you wouldn't believe it because I was having dreams that my lolo had the drink of, like, because my lolo loves wine. And then and the wine was from my tito and tita there. And he drank it, and then there and then he felt, weak. And then on the banister of of the house, that's where he died. It was vivid in my dream that when he fell off, hit the ground, his blood was like really from the head. It's really gross. Yes, sorry. As I remember, that's what happened in my dream. Yes, and it was very much traumatic, really, to 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 relive that as an because I was like 18. I was 18 when that happened, and I had also had another version of that dream that actually my tito was pounding my lola's head. Yes, in the side of this house. So that was really, really um very much what you call this, very much very very much traumatic for me. Yes. um and that somehow I felt that it was my duty to find out who really killed my lolo. Yeah. And it oh my gosh, I got carried away. It was about my lolo. So yeah, uh when he died, we actually after a few years, we actually um moved in here, and there's a lot of instability that happened. But um aside from my lolo's death, my lolo from my dad's side also died. Another lolo from my lola's side, um Lola mother's side also died. There were a lot of during that time when I turned 18, a lot of deaths happened in the family. That was 2004. Yeah. So guys, I'll stop right there. Yes. And we'll continue on uh from the time of my lola's death, and then also when we moved in to this house, and also the financial um instability that we what you call this, we experienced. Yes. That after my lola's death, and which led on to the next death, which is my dad's. So yes, this is kind of a thriller, guys. So yes, it's not a love story or anything, but it is my spiritual journey. So see you all again, guys, tomorrow. I'll try to be early, yeah, but be assured that I'll always gonna do this every day. In preparation for my second Reiki healing, hmm and um also my course in Theta Healing. Yes, so that is my intention. Why I'm doing this? Of course, I'm gonna name names, but it's not about them. It's about me and what I want to achieve in life. So thank you, folks, for tuning in, and see you guys again tomorrow.